and you got into a verbal altercation at the last UFC pay-per-view is Dustin Poirier, who I also love. I love both you guys. When I saw you guys bickering, I'm like, oh, what's happening here? Two good guys.
He got into a verbal altercation.
Why?
I actually don't know.
What happened? You were just walking by?
I was walking by with my wife, no less. You know, like, first of all, you want to cuss at me and yell at me, one thing is you know, whatever.
If you're
we're
solo
men.
with your boys,
yeah, but
my wife?
I'm with my wife, you know, and we're also in public. I'm not the kind of guy who wants to be in a public altercation, and it's all over the media. And Gilbert Burns, a good friend of mine,
hilarious.
he was the one who was taking the video, and I'm like, dude, you're basically,
he's all checking it out.
He's like, exactly, like he's now MMA media. But no, I mean, I heard something, and you know how the UFC is, man. Security guards everywhere. I had 2 security guards with me. Hey, like, and I was like, what is that? He's like, no, keep walking, keep walking. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he's pointing at me, and he was pointing at me. He was yelling some things, whatever. So I wanted to get close to at least have a conversation. Like, what are you saying, dude?
But you guys have a history, right?
I don't
ATT,
think.
Or
no, we don't have a history. But here's what we do have. We had immense amount of respect, followed by immense amount of disrespect on microphones, followed by, okay, I guess we don't like each other anymore, which, you know, we came in, my last fight in Bellator, August of 2020, whatever, I'm fighting Benson Henderson. He's a cornering one of his buddies. Shake it up, dab it up, dude. Big fan of you, dude. Love the way you fight. You're a good dude outside the octagon, a savage inside, blah, blah, blah.
Good dad, great dad.
Yeah, then a couple,
so many common
things. And he was saying that kind of stuff about me as well in my career. Then I come over to the UFC, and then obviously on the microphone, hey, if they want me to fight Chandler, I'd rather just sell hot sauce. And I'm like, okay. That's completely different than what we, you know, and I get it. For him, he's a guy who's been in the UFC for what, a decade and a half or whatever.
40
I'm
years.
the new guy. So it's hard because you're playing the emotion, you're playing the actual physical fights, you're playing the chess of divisions and who is who. I come in, finish Dan Hooker in 2.5 minutes, which he couldn't do in 25 minutes. Yeah. So doing backflips, calling people out, saying his name, saying Connor's name. So I get
ruffled
it.
some feathers.
Yeah. I mean,
but also I don't hold anything against guys when they say stuff in interviews or on the mic. It's like they're trying to sell a fight. It's all good. Where I had was kind of like, you know, I got tense is like that was straight up animosity from Dustin. It's whoa, there's no mics. We don't have to sell this thing. We're not even scheduled to fight, dude.
Oh no, it was like spitting and cussing.
I wonder why he's so mad. Maybe he's just trying to get a fight. Maybe he's frustrated because he. You know,
maybe
because he has some options too, and he's like, I'm just waiting, you know, for the big fight.
Well, I mean, Connor's his option, right? You know, if Connor wanted to come back and settle the score with him, they're 1-1 now, but that's a couple months away. I mean, we're sitting in July. At this point, it was the 1st of July, basically. So he's got, you know, the rest of the year if he wants to get a fight before that might happen in 2023. So, you know, I mean, rankings wise, that kind of makes sense, but also, I mean, I'm focused on winning the title. Does fighting Poirier get me toward the title?